Hi, and welcome. I'm Father Michael O'Rourke. I have the good fortune of being the pastor here at St. Mary, and I'd like to ask a favor. Please spend the next few minutes watching this video. It's very short, and it has an important message for you and for our entire parish. Thank you.
We are Bob and Sis Valiant, and he's a lifelong member of St. Mary's, and his family actually helped start St. Mary's way back before Lincoln was president. Bob was baptized here. We were married almost 62 years ago, and I taught at the school for 21 years here. Our children went to school here, our grandchildren have gone to school here, our whole family has been involved with St. Mary's, and we hope to continue to be part of it for a long time to come.
We are about Jesus. That's the first thing we do. The second thing we do, we are about Jesus. The third thing we do, we are all about Jesus. Now, everything else is an explanation. What are we about? Jesus. I can't quite hear you. What are we? The kids are right. At St. Mary, we are about Jesus and the faith life He wants us to live. As a parish, we are joining other Catholics of northeastern Wisconsin in a special program to help us live the life Jesus calls us to be. The program is designed to do 4 simple but very important things in our own lives. First, to help us grow in our own personal enthusiasm for Jesus. Second, to help us reach out and invite friends and neighbors to feel the real blessing of being Catholic, to encourage those who have left us, at least for a while, to come home. Third, with all my heart, I want St. Mary to do well when I'm no longer here. We must train new leaders to guide us in the faith life the Catholics must live in the future. And finally, the money to support retired priests is running out. In fairness to them, we must provide a reasonable pension to support these men in their later years. To be blunt, the bishop's appeal does not provide the money to meet these needs. Part of this stewardship campaign does include a fund drive to raise the funds to do this work. I promise you, I will be personally generous in supporting the campaign, and I'm now asking you to do the same.
The money goes to several different causes. Not only programs like the diaconate, but also programs such as religious ed or retirement for priests. Those are very distinct charities that this money is going to, that will help support those causes. And the one cause it won't go to is legal fees. There is absolutely no way legally that the money can be diverted to those types of accounts. So it will go to the right place and be used in the right way.
We had moved here from Illinois, and we did not have a parish. So Jim and I were, I don't want to say shopping around, but we were going to different parishes, and we hadn't even made it to St. Mary's yet. And sadly, my body went into preterm labor, and we gave birth to a beautiful baby boy who was much too early. And God blessed us with 6 days of his beautiful life. But when we met with a funeral director, and he asked us what our faith was, and we said we were Catholic, and he said, well, what parish do you go to? And we said, well, we really haven't found a parish yet because we've only lived here for less than a month. And he looked at us so tenderly and he said, you have to meet with Father Mike O'Rourke at St. Mary's. And this is the God's honest truth. I'm not just saying this, this is the straight of the answer. And so we called Father Mike, and he met with us immediately. And he sat and he cried with us. And he did our son's funeral. And to me, that is probably my entire connection to this parish.
When people ask where I go to church, I'm proud to say that I go to St. Mary's, because we don't have our own separate groups. It's we all do it together as one person. We work together, we help each other out, and I think that's just awesome.
My wife and I have a deep fondness for St. Mary's, for the most part, because we're such a caring parish. You see it at Mass every day when we go, but there are so many other places that you can see it in this parish. The things that we do for other people in the city, in the state, in our country, internationally, makes us so proud to be members of this parish.
Matthew is 11, and I just want him to have a strong spiritual sense, and he does. He gets it. He loves Jesus. We walked in here and he said, Mom, I really do love coming to church. I said, and you come 2 times a week. You go to church more than Mom does. But I want him to have a faith that he will take with him wherever he goes in his life, and that faith will guide him as he makes decisions in his life, and if he's challenged in his life. I always want him to know that he has that in his back pocket, and St. Mary's kind of goes along with Jesus, and you are that whole connection too, or Father Mike is that whole connection too, because it all is connected together.
At St. Mary, we are about Jesus. We respond to him in gratitude with lives of prayer, of service, and of sharing. In regard to that part of this campaign that is financial, half the money raised by the many parishes of northeastern Wisconsin will be pooled and set aside in 4 endowments. These are restricted accounts. By state law, they may be used only for the 4 reasons I mentioned earlier. All of the money will come back to help us and other parishes just like St. Mary. The other half, the portion we keep here at the parish, will be invested in our own parish endowment. We will use its earnings to help pay down the debt on our new parish center. Because we will use only a part of the growth each year of this account, the money you give us now will be helping St. Mary long after the debt is paid. Your gift really will be a gift that keeps on giving. Please join us in this faith journey. Advancing the mission is really advancing our own future. Thank you, and God bless you.